Welcome to 313 Astrology TV 7. And every now and then we have to produce receipts to show that we are giving you something that's worth being worth the value that we say that it is worth. And so today we are going to visit one of our major predictions of recent, which is NBA YoungBoy. We did the video about NBA YoungBoy a little time ago, which we're going to go over. And the question was, well, you're going to see a question right here. Let's roll it, baby. The case that NBA YoungBoy is currently on bond for. Okay, let's turn that down. Okay. They was right. That was kind of loud. Astrology TV 7, and this is our tarot series, and our question for today is, what will be the final result of the case that NBA YoungBoy is currently on bond for? And you can clearly look, we'll timestamp that, or to give you the date to let you know when that video was made, but the video was made well before this verdict was came out, which was over a month before the verdict came. We'll get started now. What will be the final result of the case that NBA YoungBoy What will be the final result of the case that NBA YoungBoy What will be the final result of the case that NBA YoungBoy is on bond? You could do those type of dances when you write. Our final question. What will be the final result of the case that NBA YoungBoy is on bond? Should I speed this up for y'all? Okay, let's speed this up a little bit. We're gonna put it at 1.5. I might sound like a chipmunk, but let's get to it. All right. We have our cards. Sometimes those loose cards have additional information. We'll call this our unexpected card, our wild card. What will be the final result of the case that NBA YoungBoy is currently on bond for? That was a Magic 7 spread. And this is our 8th card, which is our additional information. And then we also have this wild card right here that just popped out. And now we'll go for it. Our first card is the 7 of Cups. So that means that this case, or his current situation, came from being a little bit extravagant. Maybe some type of drugs was involved as far as usage. Drugs or alcohol was involved as far as usage. And so, okay, so a recap. One of the things that we end up learning is that the federal federal agents, and I believe it was the alcohol, tobacco, and firearm department of the federal agents were the one who pretty much set this trap. And so while I said that alcohol or drugs may be involved, it makes sense because that department is the department that was involved. Let's go. Where he's currently at on this is the Star, our 17 major arcane card, and it is reversed. So right now, as much as he is having a success and all of that, what he's hoping for is not really coming to pass right now. His hopes is not really favorable for him right now. I know it's at that time he still was I think they had shortly after that they had end up putting some tighter restrictions on there, asking them not to speak on stuff and things of that nature. Seems like it can't be that way, but remember, this is not what's going on with NBA's music career. This is going on with NBA YoungBoy case that he is currently on parole, on bond for. What's coming in the near future is another reverse. This is our 18th major arcane card, which is the moon. And that means that in the future coming, is not going to be a lot of loyalty there that's coming from his friends or the people that he see to be as his friends. And coming up in the near future, his home status is threatened. Cancer rules the home. What's favorable for him in this situation is our Jack of Scepters, or our Youth of Scepters, which is just like the Jack in the other decks. And so that means that he's going to get a little bit of vision that's going on with this case. This also rules law. And so with it ruling law, he may have something favorable in his corner that's dealing with the law. Now, what ultimately end up coming out is that he did have something in his favor in dealing with the law. The judge ended up ruling that they couldn't use video footage and they from an actual music video, that they were trying to say because he made this music video and he had guns in his music video that that means that that he was guilty for having these guns, some stupid stuff. And so that ruling from the judge was in his favor. And they also ruled that he couldn't use lyrics from some of his songs where he talked about guns to imply that because he talked about guns, because he said something about guns, that this is in here. You don't see that stuff with Al Pacino in Scarface, because he talked about, because he shot people in a movie, that he must be guilty of murder. Come on. The environment that's going on around is everything is being analyzed right now. Everything is being analyzed, everything is being looked at, everything is being picked apart, but his health and his mental health is actually something that may play a good favor in the end result of his case right now. His service that he's doing for the community, maybe he has some type of service that he's giving or something like that, but that is potentially favorable for him. That's going to benefit in the end result of this case. And so it was being picked apart. Everything it did turn out to be picked apart at that point. It was being picked apart by his lawyers. The case that they was putting on him, the research and the detective work that his lawyers was doing when they even found out that they had this this whole thing called Operation Never Free Again, playing off a Never Broke Again NBA YoungBoy's tag, his name. What's opposing the end result of NBA YoungBoy's case right now is what he needs to be revealed is not necessarily being revealed. And, I can't say this enough, but this right here, it usually represents a work of love. But being that it's reversed, that means that his work and the passion that he has for his work is actually causing him a little bit of conflict, and it's not going to give the revelation that. And that was the whole thing with this case. Even naming it Never Free Again off of his rap name, Never Broke Again, and trying to use his work that he loved to do against him in order to get a federal conviction. So that was on point as well. He wants to be had. The final result. What is going to be the result of the case that NBA YoungBoy is currently on bond for? Number 8. That's Capricorn. It's spinning. It ain't spinning. It ain't doing that. I wonder if everything being frozen. Oh man. Come on, let's go. We froze out. Okay, hold on. Where we at? We at 8:15. Okay, let's go back and see what's going on with this. I need some stronger cable. Let's restart this. Status where what he's hoping for is not really materializing in means of the case at this very moment. And what's coming in the near future is he's going to find out that some of his friends are not really his friends. 8:15. Secrets and all of that. Let's go back to 8:15. That's Capricorn. That represents restriction. What I'm going to say, he's going to receive good favor from the judge. Bam! That good favor may not be exoneration. Hold on. It says the final result is that he's not going to that he's going to receive good favor from the judge. But I doubt that he has to do the full extent. I believe that he's going to get a fair deal. This right here is the balance. I think that he's going to get a fair deal at the end result of this case right here. For our additional information card, what we had, what do you know? Another 8. And this 8 right here is the 8 of Swords. And so, in this, it represents potential loss of station, but it's not reversed. So him being a workaholic and having an opportunity for that, his reputation somehow, whether it's his reputation for the legal community or his reputation for the street community, one of them, he's gained a lot of experience in looking at his reputation and in looking at the things that he's contributing and the way that he's going about it. And our wild card that kept getting stuck is the Queen of Scepters. And this is entertainment. It's all about entertainment. So what will be the end result of the case that NBA... And that's what this case was, all about entertainment. YoungBoy is currently on bond for. We looked and we see that it came from a situation where it was he was making a successful move. Maybe some type of alcohol or some type of drugs or something got involved in this situation. ATF. That brought him to his current status where what he's hoping for is not really materializing in means of the case at this very moment. And what's coming in the near future is he's going to find out that some of his friends are not really his friends. Some secrets and all of that stuff is going to come out, and his home status, in the near future may be threatened. And then what's going on around him that's helping him is vision. He's getting an opportunity to see. He's getting a little bit of wisdom there. He's able to project himself, but the environment that's going on around him is his service to the community, his public health, and things of that nature. And what's opposing him is the work that he loves doing, is like just about every rapper right now is going to be used against him. But the end result, I say, he's going to receive favor from the judge. So he's not going to get the worst case scenario that's able to be had out of this case. I believe that he's going to get favor from the judge. Does that mean he's going to be totally exonerated? I can't say that, but I do definitely believe he's going to get a really good fair deal, and he's going to get a good balance from the judge. So what kind of fair deal did he get? On July the 15th, 2022, and while it says, it's not saying he's going to get exonerated by the judge because he was having a jury trial, so the judge didn't throw the case out, but the judge made rulings that they couldn't use certain pieces of so-called evidence or concoctions that they made up to be evidence, and the jury gave him a fair deal and found him not guilty. Receipt checked. Until next time, see you in 7.